Run.
I'd like to call this meeting in order. This is Wednesday, February the 25th, 2026, 9 a.m. Fort Clark Mud, boardroom. If you notice the agenda, our meeting is divided into two sections.
Yes.
The first section is strictly for discussion. There's no action to be taken for the first section of it. And then after item number 4, we'll go into the regular meeting where we can take action on what the discussion was. Okay.
Mr. Chairman, can I make one request that we move number 5 to number 4 and make number 4 number 5? That way that we have the public comment before we take any action.
Right.
That would get it out of the way.
We can do that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Travis, will you join us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Yes. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I do want to mention, we do have a quorum with one member absent. Thank you. Item number 3 is workshop session, discussion only. We have 4 items. Item A, WUTAP grant application. Who wants to start?
Call Roxanne. She's the one that did it.
So, WUTAP is something that I know Travis has brought up in the past, and Randy and I did go to a finance workshop that Alma Gutierrez did inform us about. It's a financial assistance program through Texas Water Development Board, which we did attend a couple of weeks ago. And they did mention their WUTAP is a grant that they could provide $150,000 up to $150,000 services for the district. So it was just a 1-page grant that was already completed. I mean, it looks like that. It's in the packet. They just request information from the district. I mean, it's just a 2-section application, and then of course names in the back, but it's fairly simple. And again, that was already submitted, and we'll just wait and see what we hear from them.
Actually, I noticed on that second page there where we check yes on,
Yeah, right
we
here.
have a water conservation plan.
Yes, that actually is what we have. It's our drought
Our
contingency
drought
plan.
contingency
It
plan
does in
is
there
a water
address the
conservation.
conservation.
But we check yes, and then it says that
Okay.
yes.
Yes, so Travis did mention that to me.
Okay.
So it was submitted electronically. So this is just for y'all's view, just a simple view. I have the electronic version printed, but this is the PDF version that I just did for y'all to view.
So that information
It
was
was,
recorded.
yes.
So we have that date.
Yes,
Oh,
it was, yes.
no problem.
And Roxy also did send on the on the 18th around noon. She sent out the
Yes.
actual okay, so the city did this already. The city has already applied for this and they received this grant. When they did that, they received back documentation that was presented at their November meeting, I believe, and that packet was sent out, and I just downloaded it and now I don't.
I can go get the hard
No,
copy.
no, no. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let me go grab it.
And so we have a copy of what the city was presented, so everyone has an idea of generally what $150,000 and will get us. Oh, there it is right there.
You want it?
I think
Anybody wants to see
BJ
it?
wanted to.
I was actually saving it for what they're proposing for the rate thing.
Oh,
Because if
okay.
you look at that,
We'll just wait for you to do that.
Yeah.
no, no,
Doesn't take me too long. I can take it
But
and
it's in
look at
your
it later.
it's in your email inbox too,
Oh, it
and
is?
you can
Okay.
look at that. And
looks
this
like this on the front.
yes,
And they've already got approved, and they already got a rate assessment, or what do you call it?
so
What do you call
The
it? Study,
study.
rate study.
How long does it take to get the reply from
They
them?
were all over it.
I think when Almond Candy came last time, I asked them how long it took, and basically,
I had it.
Oh, you do?
it was about 8 weeks, and when I've requested records from the city in the past on water, they've had to dig for them and kind of put it together, and so what this we don't know what consultant will be assigned to us. So this so basically there are a number of agencies. These are the three that were assigned to the city of Bracketville. So if we get approved, the state will say, okay, we've got 15 agencies that have contracted with the state to do these types of things at a certain rate. So when we come up, they'll say, Fort Clark Mud, and then they'll say, okay, who's next on the list to do X, Y, and Z? And then they'll assign them to us. And then what they will do is start getting information from Randy and Roxy.
That's what they told us.
Yeah. So the point that I'm making is that we have the records because every time I've requested them from Roxy or from Randy, it's been a day or so for me to get whatever it is that I need. The city had to go find all of that and put it together. And it took about 8 weeks for them to complete this whole thing. So, and they had some other stuff. They had to go look at that water tower out on the football field. And of course, I don't know if they had to get up there, which that probably took more time. We don't have that. We don't have those sorts of leaks or anything, but whatever. We'll see what it takes. But 6 to 8 weeks is what Almond Candy thought. And then again, this is all in your inbox, so you can have an idea of what that looks like.
Or if you want a hard copy, I'll copy it for you after the meeting.
And here's the little book, the book that they provided at that financial assistant workshop, and it shows the benefits in terms of this WUTAP program. So if y'all want me to read it out loud, or if y'all want me to just make you a copy.
I'd like a copy.
Okay. So that is done. That's completed.
Oh, and the reason that it's on the agenda is we didn't know how in depth the application was. And so instead of us getting here and then Roxy looking at it and saying,
Yeah.
it's 400 pages long,
Right.
we're never going to get this done, we said, go look at it, put it as an agenda item. If we need to get you help, then we'll get you help. But she's already submitted it, so.
It's fairly simple.
Okay.
Anything else to discuss on this one?
I think not, sir. I think I'm good, sir. Everybody else is.
B, excuse me, letter B, budget amendment.
Good luck. I can't see it even with my
I'm sorry,
glasses, but
yeah.
she will explain the bigger part of it.
I tried to print it as big as I could. I didn't want to use print it on too many pages, but it is printed on 2 pages. The total income, the budget, we did not increase that. It's still at 616,000. What we did is we did adjust the expense line items. So if you go through each expense item, you'll see in the middle where it shows at the very top the heading increase, decrease. If it is in parentheses, that money was moved to a different account. It was moved from that account and put into a different account. So for instance, 6111 on-call maintenance, that was added to that line item, the $1,000. Under repair and I'm sorry, I wish I had a ruler.
Maintenance and repair of vehicles, wasn't it?
Actually, it's meter/meter box
Oh,
expense.
okay. So the next one.
$4,000 was removed because last year we did not use the amount that was budgeted in that line item. We didn't use the 7,000. So we went ahead and took out the $4,000. And because the reason for this budget amendment is because we do have an invoice from Aussie Grant. The grant writers. And this has to do with the Tatum generator. These are the admin fees for the Tatum generator project that was approved last year, and it's for $11,000. So money had to be moved around in order to pay this invoice, and the line item was added to the budget. So if you look at 6323 in red, it shows grant expenses. That line item was added into the budget because from now on we will be, yes, we'll be applying for grants. We just applied for a grant, so that line item had to be added into the budget.
So just to be clear, we added an expense line item for
Yes.
that. Did we add an income line item for that?
No, we did not. We did not add a income line item because we don't have.
There is no
there's-
income on a grant writer.
We don't.
If we receive funds, for grant administration, that money has to come into our budget.
From what I gathered, Travis, was that money wasn't gonna come directly to us. It was
So
gonna go
WUTAP
into an account.
specifically, no.
Yes.
WUTAP specifically, that's gonna just go from the grant to
The
the
consultant.
Whatever,
yes.
yes, but not
But
us.
for the, I guess future projects, we don't, I don't know, because we're not there yet. But
Okay.
as of right now, we do need to pay this invoice, and we did need to add this line item, grant expenses.
So in the Cheatham grant, are there funds that will come to us for grant administration? We will not receive. So this is
Not.
totally out of pocket. So
Yes.
there's no. So in the Cheatham grant, there were not grant administration, or is this our piece of what's left after the administration was paid?
To be honest, they didn't specify that.
Okay.
I don't think because in the minutes on the agenda, I have that agenda. So back in February 2025, the board approved.
We had already proved a good portion of that.
It was discuss, approve, disapprove acceptance of 2 generators through the Candy County Critical Facility Permanent Generators, DR 4485-0100 for the Fort Clark Pumps and Chlorination Building at 310 Swin Park Lane. Total cost is $140,970.55. Fort Clark MUD's cost share will total 18% of the total cost. 10%, $14,097.05 as a federal required match, and 8%, $11,277.64 to Aussie Grant Consulting. So there you go.
Yeah, they got
For
8%.
grant application developing preparation services. So the total cost for that project together was $25,374.70. So yes, on here on the agenda item, it did show that we did approve of these services.
Okay.
Yes.
On this item,
So that's all I had on the budget. It's honestly to cover these grant admin expenses. It was 12,000 that was moved into that, but new budget line item, 6323 grant expenses.
I was just going to ask, do all of these decreases are placed in where they need the increase, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
So it's-
specifically for that grant expense.
So is the budget amendment net zero?
Yes.
Yeah, we're not adding or taking,
Okay, we're just rearranging.
moving money
Yes.
around.
Yeah.
So again, the total expenses and total income, the budget has not increased or decreased. It's at the same.
Simply line item.
Yeah.
Simply a figure code.
Yes.
They're just things that we thought we could cut back for this year
Mm-hmm.
to help us get this paid.
That's all I have for budget. I don't know if you have any more questions on that.
Item C, consideration, water waste and street water rate increase. Discuss.
Anybody have any ideas? Because I don't think anybody's gonna like mine.
I do have an idea too. Okay, well, can we just go over, I know we're gonna go over rates, but so just reviewing the budget from last year, January through December of 2025, we brought in a total income of $603,326.55. So in actuality, if you subtract the domestic waste disposal fee, and those are the That's the fees that we get from the trucks that
The bulk
dump.
trucks.
Yes, that dump at the sewer plant. So that was a total cost of 38,000. Not cost, sorry, income $38,760. So in all actuality, we only received $564,566.55 as income. So if we take that money out, we really only brought in $564,000 in service fees. And that's water fees, sewer fees, disconnect fees, reconnect fees, late fees, all the fees that we bill the customers. And our total expenses were, and I can pass this around, $612,362.16. But again, if we subtract that waste disposal, our net loss is actually $47,795.61. So that $47,000 is something that we do need to recover. Like we need to find a way where we can do to for this year and next year for the future to
offset the
Yeah.
expenses.
Yeah.
offset. There you go.
So,
Offset.
and I want to point out a couple other things. You're saying we're at $48,000 lost. We just found 300,000 gallons a month that we won't bill, and we also have
Yes.
there's approximately $7,000 billed to one customer that is minimum only, meaning that those taps. There's a customer that pays $7,000, approximately $7,000 a year in zero usage taps. So that's a risk.
Yeah.
Meaning, like, if they get, the manpower to go out and say, do we need this? Do we not need this? Whatever,
Right.
that could go to zero, or, you could lose another $7,000. So you're 48 minus 300,000 minus, 300,000 gallons minus 7,000. So you're well more than, so
Our
612.
revenue is going to take a kick in the
Yeah.
ass.
Yes.
So 600
And
times 12. That's another. So that's $14,000. Another 14,000 on top of the 48 is at risk.
yes. And so adding up all the minimum sewer that we bill out, this is just minimum. $16,216 a month. That's minimum. That's not including Geo, because Geo is billed out. So they are charged. If you look at the bottom of this rate code report, it shows their charges. So we bill them. Their minimum water charge base is $26, and that's up to 5,000 gallons. And to me, I think we need to look at this Geo rate code first. And I know we should go up on rates on residential, but I would say Geo is something that we really need to probably focus more on, because we don't charge them nearly as much as we probably should. Because like I said, their base water charge is $26 for 5,000 gallons. And then the additional is $2.80 per 1,000 gallons. Their sewer charge base rate is $3.40 for the first 5,000, and then the additional is $1.40 for every 1,000 gallons.
In my opinion, there should be no commercial property paying less
Minimum.
than a residential. And the master's condo for 5,000 gallons pays $45.30.
Yes, that's what I
When
circled
these
on here
when these
too.
rates were developed, we didn't really consider commercial because
Sure.
mud was strictly residential,
Right.
and then we took on the prison so many years later.
I circled it.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm just
because
looking real quick. I mean,
Yeah.
it's true. Halberman condos, master condos. I mean, because for master condos, there's 16 units in that.
But again, the residential fees up here are extremely cheap.
Yes, they are.
I mean, come on. I
Yes.
don't even have natural gas in town, and my water bill is easily $100 a month.
So I think we need to focus on Geo, and then looking at the base figures for everybody, and then maybe going up on the additional usage for residential instead of the base.
That's where I was at too,
That's just my suggestion.
because Travis brought up a good point. A lot of people just pay the minimum bill. You know, and if we don't do something with the minimum bill, we're not generating any extra income.
Mhm.
We need to go for the
And I think we should
additional.
do it on both sides of the services as well.
So, do y'all have a figure that,
Okay, can we just go for our own education? Rate code 1 versus rate code 14 versus rate code 15.
Sure.
Those, all three of those are basic residential water.
I made it bigger. I have it on a couple pages.
How do what determines if you get a 1-inch line, a 2-inch line, or a 5/8 inch?
Randy?
Mostly 1 inch is if you got a sprinkler system.
Okay.
You get a 5/8 meter if you're residential. You get
Okay.
a 1 inch or so if you got a sprinkler system.
Okay.
If you're a multi-residential like the condos in the front and back, you'll get a 2-inch meter. The prison has a 4-inch meter. So yeah, it's pretty kind of much depending on how much demand is being needed from the service, you know?
Yeah. No, I totally understand. And so, we've got. Do we have any idea? Is this what the second column is that telling me how many meters are on that?
Oh, meter, yes.
Okay.
So 776
Got it.
as of now.
Yeah, because if you
Yes.
get to the rate code where you're getting to like 2-inch meters, there aren't too many out there.
Right.
Right.
Right. Well, no, and I can attest to this makes sense to me. I mean, rate code 16.2, I know that they have 2 water meters. Rate code 15, so you've got 16 on 1-inch, you got 2 on 2-inch, and you got 776 on 5/8.
Residential.
Okay.
Basic, yeah.
Okay. And so for the basic residential, we're at 14 for 3,000 gallons, up to 3,000 gallons. And then we go
Yes.
225. Okay.
But all we're asking is a 225 for the additional 1,000 gallons, right? To the bill.
That's
The
why
addition-
we're having this discussion.
Yeah.
I think everybody's got their own opinion. You know, I think we should go up on both sides of the service and on the additional. But if everybody thinks we should do something just on the additional, I mean, that's why we're having this open discussion, because later on when we go into convening a regular meeting, we can actually motion to do something, or we can put it on the next agenda and everybody can take this home and
Right.
do their homework and we can put it on the next agenda.
Do we have any idea of where we compare to Eagle Pass, Uvalde, Concan, Del Rio?
No,
Well,
I have not researched. on
you've
it
seen
yet.
this. This
All we
is
can do is
Bracketville's
say-
rate study.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you guys, this is crazy, man. They're going to go up in 26, they're going to go up 7%. In 27, they're going to go up 10%. In 28, they're going to go up 9%. In 29, they're going to go up 8.5%. And in 2030, they're going to go up another 8.5%. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For the next 5 years, Bracketville's going up on their rates. I think we should do a one-time rate increase right now. Wait for this rate study that we're going to get, which I'm pretty sure we're going to get. And they're going to come back to us and they're going to say, hey, y'all didn't do enough.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I think 100%.
Yes. So I think right now, all we're trying to do is say, how are we going to help ourselves this budget and next?
Yes.
Because they're going to come back to us with the rate study. It's going to say, this is what y'all need to do.
Yeah.
You know.
Because our budget is very.
So right now, and this doesn't cover the COLA or anything else, correct? We're $62,000 that we're searching for
Pretty
over the
much.
rates. So whatever we do has to be mathematically has to at least equal $62,000.
And that's where I'm getting at with the additional. I feel like that would make a huge impact.
I do too.
With the additional. I mean,
But we should still hit across both sides
Adding
of services, some kind of flat rate.
yes. So flat rate, of course. So I would say for the geo and where it shows institutional at the very bottom, like I said, the base rate for a water charge is $26, and that's up to 5,000 gallons.
Do you remember how many services Anna told me the other day? 800 and some services. I wrote it down, but I can't
800.
find it.
This says 800.
Yes, it's on there.
800.
800.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, you've got
For residents.
800, and then you have 68 commercial, and then you have
So you take
One.
the 800.
one.
So whatever we're going to do on the flat side increase, you'd multiply by 800 on water or wastewater.
Right, but
And
these
then
are all broken
thereafter,
up into different water charges, sewage.
right, but
because
I'm
of
saying,
the
what I'm
rates.
saying is instead of doing like a percentage type of increase, maybe we ought to do a flat rate raise on both sides of it. But that's just my suggestion.
No, I mean that's
And then the thereafter, take it from 225 to $3, 325, 275. I don't know. Instead of trying to throw all these percentages in here,
Yeah,
the compounding of that is
it's
wild.
yeah, and I'd rather let somebody else do all that work.
Yes. Well, I mean, but this, so like this says 3%. So that's 3%, right? But when this 3% comes in, this is 3%
Oh,
on base
that's
plus
3%.
3.
yes,
So
exactly.
yeah, and so then this 3% is
Compounded one.
3% on
Yeah.
yeah.
So by the time you get
Yeah.
to the fifth year, you're paying 10, 20, 30, 40, 50%.
I mean, it's pretty steep, and there was
That don't lie.
this
It's
is
there.
bad. So where are we in comparison to the city?
I think we're about this.
Last time, our rates were pretty close to theirs.
I can go. I mean, I can get my own water
Well,
bill.
I think we're gonna need some additional. As much as I want to get this done now,
Right.
like I think we may need to
Maybe
do
take
this
it home with you
on-
and bring it on.
on our meeting. But I have some additional questions. Like what I would like to see is revenue by rate code, current revenue by rate code. Because like let's say we go up on institutional rate code 26, and we go
Right.
from 26, and we just make it as a policy, or we can state it however we want. Again, there should not be a residential meter rate code that is less than an institutional or commercial. That's just
For
Oh,
sure.
I
should
totally agree.
not be.
I totally agree. Commercial should be paying commercial rates.
But if I'm understanding this correctly, if we took the rate code 24 and we adjusted the rate code 26, that's only $19.30 per month
I
that we're
know.
adding.
I know.
So of the
It needs to be like a significant amount to make it.
of the 62,000 that we need, we have $231.60. So
Right.
we're
I
way
know.
on the way to do what we
I
need
know.
to do. So,
I wonder what the city charges for commercial for base
well, I mean, I was
with
at
their water.
Yeah, but the city has a lot of commercial.
the
That's
city
what-
does have a
I
lot of
wonder how
commercial,
much they-
and I don't. There was only a few of us at the meeting when they did this, but they were trying to lower their commercial rate to entice more people to use them. But they had some city council members that were like, "Listen, you're never going to be," and we need to keep this in mind too. We will never be competitive to a well that is on an unregulated well.
Oh, you're talking about the bulk sales?
Right. Well, like what they were trying to do, that was the idea. They wanted to decrease their rate to attract more bulk sales. And it was very astutely pointed out by one of the council members, like, listen, no matter what goes through, if we sell bulk and we sell for them to go dust off the solar panels, you cannot compete with someone who simply has to get the water out of the ground, because there is no way for them to segregate treating that water. The city's water, if it goes bulk and they pour it on the ground or it goes into your drinking tap, it's all treated the same way. So you cannot get to a rate where it's just going to be a fight to the bottom.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, because all it costs them is just to pump it.
just to get it out of the ground. Like, so if they got a bicycle out there and they're pumping it out like that, then it costs them whatever they have to eat that day to do that, right? So I think that we need to understand the usage per rate code, I believe, is the number that we're missing in order to make an educated decision.
Yeah.
Is that,
Usage per rate code? Yeah.
yeah. Is
Yeah,
that
that's
difficult to?
No.
I mean, we have the meters, right? But again, we talked about meters that, we have no idea
Should
if
be able
they're
to pull that off
zero.
RVS
Yeah, we
producing.
can just pull it off.
We should pull that off RVS producing.
And I would like to know, the second piece is the number for every rate code, how many are billed the minimum?
I want to say basic residential is like the
Yes.
biggest Yeah. Because there's a report on that too.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
read my route yesterday, and you can be surprised how many people don't use water.
Well, and in your commercial rate codes 3 through 22, there's at least $7,000 of income that are zero.
Which is probably rate code number 10, sprinklers.
Well, yeah, I can name 4 of those right now.
Because we know, like,
Yeah, I can. There's
Yes.
4 in front of my house.
yes.
So
But they know that
oh,
they
I know,
are being
I know.
built.
They've been told by umpteen people.
Yes.
So I'm just saying that it's a risk, and our job here is to identify the risk. Our risk is that those go away.
For sure. Yes. Okay, so usage per rate code. And what was the other one?
Rate rate codes build the minimum. Because that gives us 2 things. One, that tells us what our biggest
Right.
leverage point is from which rate code, right? And then the other tells us where our biggest risk is from a reduction in revenue.
Yeah, I want to say it is rate code 1. Because that's, I mean, just by looking at whenever the bills are printed,
Mhm.
it's minimum, 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 minimum. Like,
We got to target that.
And see, this is very, and I need to talk, and maybe Randy, we can go or talk to him or get on the phone with him or something. But when I was at the Hill Country Alliance conversation 2 or 3 months ago, the GM for the Concan water system was there. There's 750 taps, so just a little bit smaller than us. And what they were able to do was they moved to electronic meters, cost them tons of money, but it allowed them to bill down to the gallon and not have. So now they're billing, there is no minimum there. They're billing on the gallon, or maybe there is a minimum, but they're billing each gallon afterwards.
For
So
consumption.
yeah, per consumption. It's not so it actually increased their revenue significantly. It'll take several years to offset the cost of having that.
wait,
That
sorry, can you
percent.
repeat that? Can you repeat what you just said?
Yes, they're like when we read meters in thousands of gallons, their meters, what they went to digital, they're charging right down to the gallon.
Per gallon.
Yes.
So it does add to their
Right.
revenue.
Well, just
So-
like we've talked
Right.
about,
Yeah.
like we
Yes.
read to the gallon. So if it's at 999, you're not going to be billed that
Until
until the next
Correct.
Right.
month.
And
Yes.
I've always had a problem with that billing by the thousands too, but
well, I mean, we
it's
can
easier to read meters that way.
Yeah, we can get to that as we go. But
Let's
yes,
wait till we get all this money.
I think is there anything else that we can think of that we would need to help make an informed decision on rates? I mean, those are the 2 items. This plus those 2 things would be very helpful to me, at least. Oh, if we could confirm the city, and then I mean, I don't think Del Rio is really.
I got to go over there in a little while, sign my contract,
Mhm.
and I'll get a copy of the rate order.
Okay. I mean, at least the city. I mean, Uvalde, Del Rio, and Eagle Pass. I was just asking for reference, but those are completely different animals.
And we don't want to
They're
compare with Del
already
Rio
having
right
problems
now.
right now, so I'm not going to.
Well, I don't know. Have they rolled that rate back in, or are they still?
Yeah, they're headhunting people at Del Rio.
Yeah.
Be careful with what
Yeah. And they're only
you
gonna be-
compare with.
We could
Yeah.
probably compare it to Dehennis or
I'm in Camp Wood all the time.
Camp Wood.
Concan.
I'm gonna write. Okay,
I can go to
Dehennis.
City Hall and Camp Wood next time I'm camping over there. And you wanted me to go camping in Lakey?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nancy.
Just systems.
Yeah, we can reach
Avenel?
out. We can reach out to
3 or 4
Nancy.
systems that are similar to ours. Savannah would be good.
Dehanus.
Yes.
And I think if we got 3 or 4 of those, whatever we can get, right? Because maybe we don't get them or whatever. But if we had those plus the city, and if we could get some stats from them, like on how many meters, right? I mean, we just need to kind of be able to compare apples to apples.
Yeah. Oh, for all the systems.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think Brackett. I think we are.
Yeah, last time we did something with our rates, we kind of got copies and went with what Brackett was doing. But I know they're doing something different
Y'all have a
now.
lot more money than. Yeah, so.
Yeah, well, we know what they're.
Well, what they're doing.
Well, this
Yeah.
gets worse. And when you
It
get
gets
into
worse.
this,
So your water bill's gonna go up?
Yeah, I'm considering moving.
To the city council,
David
are the
Brackett.
rates gonna go up soon?
So they got this proposal, and I have not been to a meeting since then. I will find out though, but
Because
There-
we have not done a public
There
hearing
wasn't
yet,
there,
so.
there wasn't anybody there last night. I was at their meeting last night, the special meeting. There wasn't any representative like from Elmer and Texas Florida.
so, but when you hear this presentation, I mean, this is not just you need to do this. This is like you won't be able to cover your debt service. if
Yeah,
you don't.
exactly. You
Like,
see their flat line on the
Mhm.
rates now?
yeah,
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
flat line.
yeah.
This is where we're at.
Yeah.
See that line through that? That was their rate study. This is where they're at now. And this is pretty much a copy of where we are too. If we don't do something pretty quick, we're gonna flatline like that.
Well, and we're
Because the expenses now,
Yeah.
the economy is really
yeah, it's not.
I'm glad you brought that down because that was really beneficial to me. I've looked at the one a few times already.
And this is what we're trying to achieve, right? So like this gives us comparisons of really where we're at. They're a little bit smaller than us, but not by too much, right? And I tried to back into some of these numbers, and we're certainly not as bad as them. I don't know if you can
Yeah,
see
we're
my
not as bad as them.
scribble
But
scrabble
what
on
saved
here.
them is they've got all the commercial businesses and the school and stuff like that. You know.
So I tried to go back through, and I mean the water 354% water loss. So we're not quite that bad, but right here in black and white.
I've heard that stat before. It's stunning.
And I thought my leak rate was bad.
Yeah. So okay. Well, I think
I don't have anything else on it.
I think we need those numbers to make an
Mhm.
informed decision.
okay. So to put this on the next regular agenda.
Yes.
Okay.
And I think it's good to compare with other people, but I think we need to know what we can take or we can handle here.
hmm
That's,
Oh yeah.
that's,
Well, I mean, if it says go up $1 and we only need to go up 75 cents, then we only need to go up 75 cents.
So we're
right?
putting this on the agenda for March.
Yes. March 18th, right? Yeah. I thought we put a calendar in here. I guess not.
I guess.
And then of course we'll have to have a public hearing.
Yeah. Well, we have to change our radio orders and have a public hearing.
And the rate order will also be included in the packet.
okay. Letter D, PayStar payment platform.
Roxy talked about this a little. Yeah, she talked about this a little bit in the last meeting. It's you got to do with the pay
yeah.
clicks type of stuff.
So right now, the district provides, or we do have PayClicks, which is our payment system. We offer that to our customers, and it's hasn't really been updated. And for us, it's not user friendly, and it's not set up in real time. So what Anna has to do, our billing clerk, is upload and download every day. And no, it's not a big deal, but it is kind of, because whenever we add adjustments to each account, that's not set up in real time to, talk to the payment system itself. So if we add an adjustment and let's say somebody was disconnected, we added the $50 reconnect fee. Well, that's not automatically going to speak with PayClick system. We have to upload, download, and it's not in real time, so it's not great for us. And we're always having problems with the customer service through PayClicks. It's just not good communication. So for us, and actually I did speak with RVS, which is our billing software that we use. And the lady that I spoke with did mention that most of the customers do use PayStar now. They have switched from PayClicks to PayStar because it is user friendly, and I would say it's the same thing as PayClicks, but the dashboard itself is a lot easier to manage. Customers can come in and pay in person. We will have a swipe for cards. It's pretty much the same thing. It's just it's evolved. PayClicks has not evolved. It has stayed the same. And the lady with PayStar did demonstrate to us on how to use the portal. There is in here the startup fees, which PayStar does not charge, but RBS, our water program, will charge us, and the fees are in here.
Is that the integration?
Yes, the integration.
Okay.
Yes.
And this is one-time fee?
One-time
Yes.
fees, yes. So if you look at this, yes. So she says the simple integration, nobody uses that. Full integration, most customers don't use it anymore because they do offer the real-time integration. And she says that it'll be uploaded, downloaded in real time through the system without us having to do that. And that's in like 30-minute intervals.
Wow.
So does this clear up the system? Because I did not realize this until I was talking to y'all the other day. We currently have to upload the ACH.
We have to do upload,
Everything.
download, everything. Yes.
Even if
Wait.
somebody comes in and wants to pay with their credit card, you have to get
It's
in.
not
and-
automatically in our
With
RBS program.
With this, that will still have to happen?
No.
With
Okay.
this, we'll get one of the
This
things where they
is
can walk
in
in and
real
use their
time.
own
Yes.
card.
Okay.
This will be
So-
in real time. So if a customer comes in and pays with their card, it'll show up on our water program.
Okay.
It won't be stuck still in PayClick
No,
system.
that's not good.
So yes, this $9.95 in real time integration, that will be a one-time cost. And then of course there is this add-on. We don't have to do it now, but it probably would be something that we might want to add on maybe a little bit later. And this is just, for the customers if they want e-bill, which to me, I think that would save us on milling out.
Postage.
I would like to get to not having to mail out the bills every month because that is very costly. That's like almost $400 a month, I would say.
And so it's $300 to not do that once?
Yes, and I want to get the customers to just, be on e-bill, and that's it. That would save a lot for us.
We may consider, in our rate study, we need to maybe consider like a fee for not being.
Right. To just start integrating people to.
Yeah, there's billing companies out there charge you to get a paper bill.
A lot of people don't want a paper bill.
I don't want to pay for
Yeah, a
that.
lot of
want a
people
paper
don't.
bill.
Yeah, they don't.
So what we're looking at for integration total is $9.95 plus $300.
Yes. And also with PayStar, because with PayClicks, PayClicks doesn't have where you can view your bill online. It's not the postcard,
Mhm.
right? But with PayStar, it will show you the actual
Bill.
You
postcard.
can see it.
You'll see your actual bill that we do send out to customers.
Okay, is there any back bill?
I don't know what that means.
Meaning like, okay, let's say we start in June. Will I be able to see any of my old bills when we move to PayStar?
don't
Is that an option?
We didn't ask that.
I don't think so. I'm gonna say no, but I can ask.
Let's find out if we can do that because I think like at least
Yeah, because we're probably
18
gonna lose a lot of history.
18 months. Well, because I don't want to have to maintain dual systems. That's why I'm asking.
Well, it'll be provided in our RBS program.
Yeah, RBS, the billing system's
Yes.
staying the same.
Yes, the billing
Okay,
system
this is
will
just
be
the
the same.
UI.
It's a pay
Yes,
pay
it's just
system.
it's just like the merchant itself.
Okay. So that's the question I would ask, and
Yes.
I would ask that, could we do a year or at least, 18 months or at least a year? And if there is a fee for that, can you bring that fee back to us and let us decide as a board?
Yeah, that's right.
If we approve this? I mean, I think that's valuable. Like if there's something that we can do to alleviate questions and like let people see history, that would be helpful. It may or may not be something they can do, but if they could, it would be.
It would be great, but I don't.
I think we're gonna lose a
that
lot of
would-
history. Yeah.
Well, again,
The history
RBS.
will
So RBS is
Yes.
there.
Mhm.
That history is not going to be lost.
Yeah.
PayClicks,
But
these
how
are
you
their
pay
just
your
payment
stuff.
systems that we provide to the customers, and of course, they pay those transaction fees. We don't pay the transaction fee. So if they do want to pay with their credit card, debit card, then those fees are directly
Paid by the customer.
paid by the customer, not to us. We don't get those fees at all.
Right.
Those are not deposited into our account at all.
And weren't there some fees that were going to be less if we
So
use
in
PayStar?
here, yes. So actually, the first, if your bill is from 0 to up to $100, it's a flat fee of $2 and I don't know if it's 25 or 75 cents.
That we pay?
The customer.
Yes, the customer pays. The customer
month.
The
pays.
customer.
Yes.
You're
Monthly.
So
using
if
the
you want to
service.
pay, yes, if you want to pay your bill through PayStar, and again, you could still come in the office and pay cash, check. That's not a problem. We're not gonna remove this. You could pay however you want.
And the auto pays as
And
well.
auto pay, yes. But for customers that do want to use their credit card, debit card, I believe even e-check, it's a flat fee of $2.95 or $2.75.
And that's in addition to the clearinghouse
To
And the
charges.
pay clicks that we use right now
It's
also
3%.
charges.
Yes.
So it's a flat 3% versus 295.
It's not a flat 3%, it's 3% of your bill.
Mm,
This is just flat.
up to 100.
Yes. And then over, I think.
Over,
Are you on
yeah,
that page?
I'm on the page.
Okay.
Over $100.01, it's up to 2,000. It's
Oh, here it is.
295.
Yes.
$2, excuse me, 2.95%.
Percent. So it's this proposal. And it doesn't show of your bill. So with PayClicks, it is of your total bill. This is just a fee of 2.95%.
No, 295.
This one says over $100 is the percent.
Right.
The
Percent.
other
Under
one
is
is
a flat
fee.
fee.
Under is a flat
Yes.
fee, over is a percent.
And then also with PayStar, you can send customers little notifications too.
So does that eliminate our need for the text messaging service?
I wouldn't. It could.
That
Text
like,
messaging
It
service
could, but
is
I
nice
don't
for
wanna just-
emergencies, man.
Yeah, it could, but I don't want to just like get rid of
Yeah,
it.
I don't either.
I like it. I mean, I
I
think
like
it's
it
working
too.
well. So
Mhm. But that's all I had on that. So you just want me to ask if they're able to integrate the.
that's
bill
not.
history.
That's not going to hold us up here. That's
Okay.
just if that is something that they offer and there is a fee for it. If you'll bring that back to us, to do that. And assuming that we approve.
Is there a monthly fee for this? I know
No, there's
no
not.
monthly.
Just
It's
the
just
one
the
time.
integration.
Oh,
Yes.
So is this going to cost us more or less than PayClicks?
Well, PayClicks a month is just the $24.95, but I don't remember what the startup fee was because we've only had it. So whenever I was a billing clerk, that's when we
I
just
think
started
the
it.
convenience of using this system versus PayClicks is going to save me and the girls a lot.
Oh, I'm just talking straight dollars. I already see what you're talking about, but I just want to know so that for my own, I can say like, yeah, it may be a little more like for the customer under $100, it's going to be more expensive.
Right.
But the
But like Roxanne says, you can
services,
still come down
you know,
here and pay your bill.
exactly the service and so just because it costs a little bit more doesn't mean that it's a bad idea, right? I just want to be able to understand what that is.
Yes. What else was I going to say about that?
Because it also, this gives us the ability to not have to mail out information, which is a cost to the customer as well.
Okay, so I did ask that in this email. You might see it, but I did ask because every year we have to send the I always forget what is it called, the consumer confidence report.
Mm-hmm.
I asked if we can attach it to the bill
Mm-hmm.
to send it
Mhm.
online. They don't offer that right now. They said it could possibly be something that they do add, but as of right now they don't. So that would be the only thing that I would say is
We
that
have
would
to
be
mail.
post,
Okay.
yes.
Well, that's fine.
And that's
I
a
mean,
And that's
once a year
okay
thing.
because
that's a once a year. Yeah.
right. But we could post on like as a notification, like look at your
Mhm.
mail for the CCR reports or CCR reports coming
Yeah,
to
in
you
June.
Yeah.
So the total cost for this package that we're looking at right now is $12.95.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's billed from RBS, which is our water program.
One thing that was mentioned, that Roxy mentioned, this is not too friendly. It's look at the people that we're going to be dealing with. How many people will be able to do what this kind of payment
I think it's easier. I think to
The
me
new
it's
program would be.
You
yes.
think so?
I think so. This would be easier for Anna especially,
I hate pick click.
and then easy because we could just swipe your card too. You know, sometimes me and Anna are not in the office sometimes, and Brandy's there or Google's in there, and it to them it'd be way easier to just swipe the card without. There's so many. There's a lot of
Steps to
yes.
take.
There's so many
Well,
steps.
the number one thing that drives me crazy, and I did not know this until y'all told me this, is that anyone who's on ACH, they have to manually upload the ACH every month.
Every month.
What is ACH?
Automatic draft, big draft.
Yeah, the automatic bank draft.
That means me.
Correct.
Yeah.
So they take your information every month
Oh
and
my
they
God.
enter it in. That alone,
Okay,
Oh,
let me
that's
clear that
crazy.
up. Okay,
Wow.
yes, you're kind of right, but it's not everybody's account number. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
right.
already
It's a
set
one
up.
draft.
It's already set up in our RBS program. So that is just like an upload, download to our online banking. So it
Okay.
is a few steps.
okay.
Yeah, it still
But-
is extra work.
But this will
But
eliminate
also,
that.
I would like to move all the customers to this PayStar. You don't have to, but it's something that I would like
Oh, no,
to.
no, no, no. We're not doing, no, it's all or nothing.
Yeah.
That is, maintaining two systems is,
It
There's-
is. It
I'd
is
like
a
to,
lot.
I'd like to do
unless
it.
you want to hire 4 more people, like,
Yes.
They-
How am I going to pay them?
I don't know. I mean, we just I got a tally over here. I'm at 64 and a half. So let's keep adding. But
Okay.
Oh,
Um,
I did want to also. So you can set up your own account on this PayStar, right? But if you don't want to, you don't have to. You can just go into a quick start. I mean, a quick payment. You don't have to enter any of your information. You just need to know your account number. You put in your name and the amount.
Goes over in.
And if you want a receipt, you can have it emailed to you, or you can we can print it for you. And that's in-house. You can come here do that, or you can do it on your own and just pay
so
it
it's like a
quickly.
guest
Right.
log
Yeah.
out. Like if I don't want to create an account at Walmart, I can do a
Right.
guest
Yes.
log out.
Because some people don't care
Yeah, that's
to
fine.
do that.
We
But
have
if-
some.
so that's a cool little feature.
We have a customer here. This is
Yeah,
just a
Roxy, can I
discussion.
ask a quick question about that? Because this confuses me with, the Fort has changed systems several times, and I'm never certain. I've gone by the office several times because we are on automatic debits. And like, if you're switching over, would my automatic debit that I've already enrolled for carry over into the new system, or do I have to reapply to with?
That was one of my questions last time as well.
I mean, we already have your
Yeah,
information.
RBS isn't
Oh,
changing.
oh,
We're talking about
okay.
just changing
Hold
the
on,
way.
hold on. This is how this is-
It would roll over.
It-
I would think so.
I would
But this
think
is
so.
how
It
this
would
is
take
different.
us
I'm
a
just
little
never
bit.
sure,
But this is how this is different. So
Thank
your billing system is not changing.
No.
Your
billing
user
system.
interface is
Yes,
changing.
our billing
That's
system
the
is not
difference.
changing. So RBS is our billing system. Paystar and PayClicks, they're just
User interface.
User.
Their
I don't know
UI.
what that means.
Their
Sorry.
UI. So
Okay.
they're a way that you interact with the billing system.
Yes. So what he said, yes. We're just switching that. That's something we want to switch over because it's in real time, and that's something
Yeah, well, your
we
own
need.
system sounds like a nightmare.
It's
I
not-
it sounds awful.
So-
Constant uploading and downloading.
it's
sounds
not
horrible.
fun at all.
And let me ask one more question. Where does a customer's banking information sit?
In our billing software.
There's
Yes.
your answer too.
Yes,
In our
RBS.
billing software, yes.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
So it would be easy to transition. It would.
Okay. So we're still in our
Anything else on that one? It's letter D. Okay, now we'll go into the second part of our meeting. To convening this special meeting.
I do public comments first.
I'd
Okay.
like to put the time,
Yes.
please,
I put 9:55. Is that
Gotcha.
what you used?
10:55.
9:55. None. 9:55.
And didn't you want to move?
Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna move the public comments up here.
We'll convene into special meeting at 9:55,
Okay, so what is it?
where we're able to take action on the items that we've discussed. What is this here?
She had one
like
person
she would like to
signed up,
speak in public comments number 5.
Okay.
which is
Yes.
why we're gonna move.
We're gonna
yeah.
go ahead and
Okay.
go to number 5 because we have somebody that'd like to speak to the board.
Hey, you guys. So first of all, you already fixed, my first comment was gonna be that your policy said that public comment would be at the beginning, but you had it at the end of your agenda. So thank you. You already fixed that.
That was my fault.
It would be helpful if, like, just a few print copies, like I'm looking at it on my phone, but to just have a few copies of the agenda
Yes.
on the table, it just makes it easier to follow along with what's going on and know what's coming up. In listening to the rate discussion, I just like to express that, first of all, I want MUD to be solvent. Your rates to me seem low, pretty low now, and I just have no objection to, like, we need to take care of having a robust, meet your budget needs. I have no. So the question of like raising the flat side versus the additional, I would just say my personal opinion. I understand what you're saying. Like if I understand it, if you raise the flat side, that's more reliable of the additional money that you'll get. But I would hope that you would divide at least part of it on the additional, because over time we're going to continue to have frequent drought conditions. And when it costs more for the additional, that can have an impact on people's water use. Like, right now, if we're in drought restrictions, we want people to comply, and most of us do, but we're not really in a position to go around and, I don't think, issue tickets or anything like that. So I know in Uvalde, part of their drought plan is that their rates go up precipitously.
I was about to say that a lot of people's drought contingency plan are, when you go into a drought contingency plan, the more water you use, the more you pay for.
Right.
And that's what we need to address in this, and that they'll be able to help us build that out to where it makes sense. And I think Uvalde did have them. They had a similar thing done, and that was part of the changes. Was like, and just to go with exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, so I would like to see you guys meet your financial needs and also do it in a thoughtful way in regard to what will shape people's water use in a way that will ultimately benefit all of us. And then just to add some context, and you probably already know this, but I'm following water issues at the state level quite a bit. I watch the natural resource hearings and the Senate hearings and the committees that deal with water. And, I take advantage of a lot of webinars and opportunities to get information. And so you guys probably know this, but you are in good company. Even with rate increases, our water will probably continue to be relatively inexpensive compared to what's going to start happening around the state. Larger communities and cities that are going to have to look at wastewater reuse to drinking water level because they're not going to have a choice, to brackish desal. Those things are very expensive, and great prop for in my opinion, great that Prop 4 passed, but like ratepayers are gonna meet as water becomes more scarce in Texas, like ratepayers are going to pay across the board. So like you're in like good company. Nobody's water rates are going to be going down. I think that's for sure. And the last thing that I would say, Roxy, is that like the question of eliminating the mailing from the bill, I would love to see that, because for me, I'm sure you got a lot of people like BJ and me who are on automatic debits, and so I get that every month, and I look at it and I shred it.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I don't want to leave personal information laying around, but so I would support that. I mean, save that mail money. I mean, that's
Yes.
out of date.
Yes.
Having to mail it every month. So
Thank
thank
you.
y'all for listening.
Thank you.
Any questions from the public or to the public? Thank you. So we're now in the special meeting part. Letter A, consideration and take possible action regarding the WUTAP grant application. We've had the discussion. I'll entertain a motion.
That was a placeholder. We actually don't have any action
It's
to
already
take.
been submitted, right?
It's already,
Okay.
That was just there in case we needed to,
Mhm.
but she was able to do it because it was just a 2-page deal. So there is no.
We're good.
We're good.
Yeah, we
On it.
you already did it last month, didn't you? Or something.
Well,
just last week.
She requested
last week.
an update on it, but once Roxanne found out how simple it was, and
Yeah.
So we don't need to vote on
yeah,
that.
no
no,
action.
sir. No, sir. We
No action.
We passed last month. Okay. Letter B, consideration and take possible action regarding the budget amendment. I think that was explained during the conversation, and we had some extra funds on some accounts.
Right. That was just distributed to.
They just distributed it to
Necessary,
all.
yeah.
It's just the whole thing. You need a motion. Okay.
Oh, I'll make the motion
Okay,
to
I'll
approve
second.
the budget amendment
Have a
Second.
motion
as stated.
and a second. All those in favor? Unanimous. Thank you. Letter C, consideration and take possible action regarding water, wastewater rate increases.
okay, I think in our workshop we decided to put this on the March agenda.
Right.
Yeah, we're
Mark
gonna
agenda,
just
okay.
table it.
Yes, with
March.
those questions, with these reports attached to the packets and the rate order.
And if you have any other information regarding this, just send it to us.
I
so
can,
so we
yeah, I can,
look
so
at
y'all
it
can review it ahead of
and
time.
compare. Thank you.
Right.
Yeah, I suggest everybody do a little homework.
Letter D, consideration and take possible action regarding PAYSTAR payment platform.
I'll make the motion to approve engaging PayStar payment platform with an expense of up to $1,300.
We have a motion.
Oh, he did. I'll
Yeah.
second.
Okay.
Have a second. All those in favor? Okay, thank you.
I like it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much.
And we already did public comments to the board.
Mhm.
There's any other comments?
Fabulous.
We need more time.
I think Travis has the other
Oh,
discussion.
no, I don't.
Oh, you don't?
I have.
You do?
Yes. The ballot drawing was held Monday, February 23rd at 5 p.m. No show of any candidates, but we do have a video to show proof that it was done correctly. Me and Anna did do it at 5 p.m. If y'all would like to view it.
How many candidates?
Three
Three.
candidates. I can tell you who they are.
Go in order if you can.
Yes, so James Reese, he'll be on the ballot. First person on the ballot. Second is
The lady's name.
Misty Thompson. And the third is Stephen Fox. So that's the order that they will be on the ballot.
There will be 2 vacancies, right?
Two, yes.
3 people running for 2
Three-
vacancies.
yes, exactly. The office will be closed next Monday, March 2nd, in observance of Texas Independence Day. That will be sent out through, you didn't know? That will be sent out through our text alert system. I have made sure that we do send that out. So if you're not on the text alert system, please enroll in that and you can either call the office or get with me or on to do that. Notice of election was posted at the courthouse and will be in the newspaper and it is on our website already. And of course here inside of our office on the bulletin board. Next board meeting will be scheduled Wednesday, March 18th at 9 a.m.
Can other candidates still register?
No.
No, that's
The deadline's up
yes.
past. So we have three people.
3 people. Yes, for 2 positions.
For 2 positions.
Yes, that will be able.
Good luck.
We'll see. I can work with anybody. And this has nothing to do with mud, but I renewed my water service contract with the city of Bracketville last night for 2 more years.
Other for discussion? Nothing else? All right. Item number 7.
I move that we adjourn at 10:05.
We have a motion to adjourn. We have a second. All those in favor? Unanimous. Thank you.